Hey guys, Maddie here with Perez Ranch, and we're going to be doing a little review slash how to use. We went ahead and we actually bought a compact washer dryer. This is actually what we're looking at right here. The top up here is the model number, and you could probably enter that in on Amazon in order to find this exact one. It's a washer dryer combo, which I have right here. And I'm basically just gonna walk you through kind of how to use it and how to get it set up. Okay, so in the instructions that I have here, it's gonna show you all the parts that come with it and exactly what is used for what. Excuse me. It's gonna tell you exactly how to fill it, how much to fill it, and kind of what garments, etc. For example, normal linen or very dirty garments you want to do for 5 to 9 minutes or 9 to 15 minutes depending on what it is exactly. Like I said, water level, high, medium, low, quantities of the wash powder. So you want to be careful not to overfill with soap, otherwise you're gonna have to do a rinse like 2-3 times. And it shows you how to clean like the lint filter, etc, etc. But here is the washer and dryer. It's very nice. Here's the little hose piece. I have it in a tub right now just so that the water doesn't get on it. And then what's cool is that this actually flips up. Let me get it to focus. That actually flips up, and you're gonna see that this is for wash time. It goes up to 15 minutes, and you actually do it twice, obviously depending on like what you're doing. Oh, sorry, having some technical difficulties. But like I was saying, it goes up to 15 minutes. Obviously you don't have to use that all the way the entire time, but you will do a wash twice. The first one will be with the soap, second one will be kind of as a rinser to get the rest of the soap out. You have gentle wash, normal, and the drain, which will drain the water. And then over here, this is just the spin timer for your dryer, which only goes up to 5 minutes. So I would suggest doing it 2 or 3 times, just depending on how dry you really need it. And then you open it up. I just ran a load, which is why you actually see some water in here. And then this is like the filter. And then over here, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see it really, but there are 2 lines. There's one here that says 2, and then there's one further down here that says 1. So like I said, just depending on what garments and how full you're doing it will depend on that water height. And then over here, I just did some drying stuff. It's not 100% dry. It's like very lightly damp. But I will actually fill this up real quick just to show you guys. I got my little basket here with some clothes. I'm gonna fill up this left side, like so. I think I'm gonna keep this shirt out, and I'll probably do that with this sweatshirt that's in here. Okay, so we filled it up just a little bit. It's not even to that line, which is good. So that means we're gonna fill it to the first line, and it should cover that perfectly. And then it actually came with this little hose here. As you see, the right side is bigger. That's where you're gonna connect the hose to your faucet, depending on where you're using it at. And then the left side actually plugs in behind here, which I will show you. So you can do it on either side, depending on like what side your faucet or hose is on. Kind of just make it really easy for you to use. You put that in there, you connect it there, and then I'm gonna put the hose that I have here to here. And then I will fill it up, and we'll come back when it's filled. All right, I went ahead and I actually loaded those other pieces in there as well. I decided to go for a larger load just to see how that works, since I haven't actually done that yet. And then we're gonna take some soap, which I'm just using this soap right here. You can buy this at almost any grocery store, or even sometimes Dollar Trees will have them as well in these bags. But we're only going to need a little bit, nothing too exaggerated by any means. Like that right there, probably enough, truthfully. I know it doesn't look like a lot, but for a small load like this, you really don't need much. And then I am going to just press this down to make sure that soap gets in there. You don't have to do that. It will do it itself. And I'm going to close this. And then up here, we're going to do wash timer for 15 minutes since it is such a large load. And then you will see that this is starting to spin, if it will focus. I can actually open this just to show you. There we go. So I think for next time, I would leave out the sweatshirts. If you're gonna do sweatshirts, only do like 1 or 2 and by themselves, just because it is kind of a thicker material. All right, so this load is finished. I actually went ahead and I took out the sweatshirt I had in there just because it was a little bit too heavy for the load. And then now I'm gonna switch these over into the dryer, like so. Probably only do a few at a time, just so that we don't overdo it. Do this in the socks, I think. Oops. Like so. Close that, we'll close this, and then the spin timer right here. We're gonna do it all the way around. You will notice that it does get kind of loud, but it does work, it does justice. And just to show you guys an example, this is the clothes that I had done prior to this load, and these are barely damp. They're honestly almost fully dry. If you want, you could probably hang them up. If not, you might be good to just let them sit out for a few, like when you're bringing them in for laundry, and then go ahead and fold them up, because like I said, they're literally almost fully dry, which is amazing. I wasn't expecting that much out of this washer and dryer, but it is awesome. I'm a huge fan, and it's great. It's got a 3-prong outlet, which I actually have plugged into the inverter over here. And then there's the drain pipe as well for all of the water. Sorry about that background noise. Got some people riding out today. But I'll probably do that once or twice on 5 minutes. Just kind of depends on how fast the clothing itself dries. But I'm gonna have to give this an A+. Like I was saying, I would just do 1 or 2 sweatshirts at a time, just because it does seem to have a little bit of trouble actually spinning everything with something that heavy in there. But we're gonna test it out just to see kind of how it does. Like I said, we have to do 2 wash cycles, so 1 with soap, and then the next one will just be filled up with water to kind of get all of that soap out. And then from there, we will put it into the dryer, where we'll do 1 or 2 cycles of the 5-minute that it has. So basically a 10-minute cycle. I will probably have to do the sweatshirt alone in the dryer. You might be able to fit 2, it just kind of depends. They do have like different sizes of this as well. This was one of the larger sizes. I believe it said it does up to 17 pounds it was. The left side is like 11.5 pounds, and then the right side was like the leftover of that. But as of right now, this was a great purchase. I'm really looking forward to using it continually to just kind of see how it does and see if there's any like bad things about this product. But as of right now, this is a really great product, and I definitely would suggest you guys to go and buy it. I am more than happy to put a link down below for you guys if you want to go and get that. This is not sponsored either. This is just my personal opinion and what I think could potentially help you guys. Hands down, probably one of the best things I've bought off of Amazon. I will definitely be utilizing it a lot, especially for off-grid or homestead living. It would be great for people like that, or even for people who live in like tiny apartments, or maybe the apartments don't offer a washer and dryer in unit. This is something that you could do really easily by just setting it in your shower, plugging it into the wall and then draining it into the shower, and you can fill it up with the shower head. You don't have to use the water inlet. Oops. You don't have to use the water inlet that it gives you, because like I said, you could just fill it up straight in the hole. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'd love if you could give us a thumbs up and a comment down below of kind of what you want to see next in our journey on Perez Ranch. Anyways, have a good day. Bye guys.